and like it lagged through his defender into my receiver's hands, and I took it for a touchdown. So I was only down 2. And then I did play some really good defense and intercepted it. But I scored 24 points in the 4th quarter, and he was up 21. I beat him by 3. Shouldn't have beat him. Shouldn't have beat him at all. And so it's kind of one of those come full circle things. I'm just looking at the room. Oh, it ain't that bad. Got some clothes and stuff on the floor. Sweep the floor and hit it with Swiffer. But anyways, I'm trying to think how I could lay it out differently again.
Where are we gonna go get your full size bed?
Mattress?
Yeah.
Probably up there.
What are you gonna do? See if we can borrow Winston's truck though the day we go?
No, I'll just have him deliver it and I'll just sleep on that in the floor. I'll put that in the floor until I'm ready for it. Luna will love that. She's so coordinated when she jumps off. Like she walks to the edge of the bed and she stops and she puts her head down and she looks at the chair. She like,
about died today.
just let me explain. She looks and then you see her back end moving first and she gets low and looks like she's gonna jump and she just goes, then puts her front feet down, their back feet. And about the time her back feet hit, she's already got her front feet in turn coming off. I mean, it's fast. It ain't just like itty bitty slow. Like the way it happens, it's like front feet and then her back end comes up. And by the time it hits, her front feet are off and she's turned. And she just gets on the floor. Now getting up there, clumsy as all get up. I got my mic on.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45 for an excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Samuel bringing in the slant.
Burrow's pass.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you got to stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Here's Bell, and boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Breida on the carry.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd down, Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Back to Mixon on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Christian Wilkins in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Bengals 0.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Now 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, E. Here we go, G. Hey, it's just green. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 55.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. It's complete to Parker, left side. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Let's go, baby. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
They run with Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
He's across midfield.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tua sets up to pass it into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The 39-yard line.
On second down, here's Burrow. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Mixon with a first down carry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Mixon again, the ball
now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Mixon on the toss right. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. T.J. Hockenson there to make the grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
No problem there on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
4 yards. That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa forced out to his left. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Matt Breida. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
They
inches.
still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Tua setting up shop to throw again. It's complete to Graham. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Tua to throw again. Being chased out left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the 1st half. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd and 10 now, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this 2nd half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The line of scrimmage.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Again, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Brent Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Flushed out right, and this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Taking it about the 16, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air.
On the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A toss left, Mixon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Burrow winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Deebo Samuel, 70 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Harold Landry in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Tua going to throw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
14.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards on the gain there. And it'll move the chains. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage. Work on that clock. See if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football. Gain some yardage. Put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow on the move to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, here's Mason. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Now Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 46. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down, Mixon, and he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 44. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Christian Wilkins.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up
Burrow on play action.
at the 44-yard
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10.
25 yards that time. From the gun, it's Tua. It's complete to Parker, left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 19.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Steps away to his left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
On down.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They try to eat some clock with Mixon, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Mixon. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
34-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Another costly turnover, their 2nd of this 2nd half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the 2nd half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
What,
it's
football.
Exactly. They named a game for it. Take care of it.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch me work, watch me tape, watch me work.
Max partner. Got you, boy. Got you, boy.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And the Bengals going to live to fight another week as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From South Florida, good night, everybody.